actually asking earlier who has more fun, the downstairs or the upstairs bunch. And since you've now kind of been there on both sides, what's the answer?
Oh, I would say they're equally fun.
Oh, you're so sitting on the fence there.
I'm being political. Yeah.
Yeah, the great thing is we get to drift between both, which is kind of how Tom and Lucy found each other, I think.
And what is it? How is it, I guess, being one of, I suppose... Downton is. You do a premiere and everyone's desperate to turn out. What is it that everyone loves so much about Downton? What do you think?
Trying to survive in these new times. But yeah, there's lots of exciting new people coming in.
And, let's talk to you about the fact that they made... Am I right in saying there was some Hitchcock influence or connection there?
Well, Hitchcock, like my character and like us in this movie, was making a silent movie when sound arrived and had to pivot rapidly and introduce sound. Yeah.
It is brilliant. I mean, it's really interesting watching as well how it's all a silent movie. At the start when I watched it, I didn't realise it was going to be silent, and then just brilliant how you adapt. How was it filming a movie in the movie? It's very confusing.
It was confusing at times because sometimes Hugh would yell cut and we would think we'd cut.
Actors basically follow orders, right?
Yes,
So
yeah.
Quite nice from that point of view. However, you did get the short straw because you didn't get to go to France. I understand there's a bit of bitterness about the people that didn't get the trip to the south of France.
I mean, I was very envious and I was being sent lots of pictures, which I'd asked for, of course, because I wanted to see them all there, but these beautiful images of them on the beach and in this gorgeous villa, and it just looked absolutely glorious, and it looks amazing in the film. I'm really excited for people to see that part of it.
Could I have the reality of what it was like filming in the UK while they were all filming in the sunshine?
Well, we'd actually finished by that point, so we'd wrapped house stuff.
Speaking for myself, because having just arrived in this, I would have been pretty gutted if they said I wasn't filming in Downton, so I was okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's special because Highclere is a character in itself. What's it like was that the first time you went there when you turned up?
Yeah, and I still haven't been allowed to touch any of the furniture. It's amazing. It's exactly as it looks in the show, and just as, how can I put it, just as delicate.
I think as well, as someone who's a fan, it's exciting watching it, but to go on set must be something very special. As the newbie, was it the same for you?
Yeah, I suppose it was. It was kind of thrilling. But actually, we started in Ealing Studios, so I got to have a few days with all of these guys, and they kind of they initiated me in. Yeah.
So let me ask, have you seen it, by the way?
Yes, I have.
So for anyone who wants to know kind of what it's about, what happens, what can you say?
Well, I think this film is very funny. I think it's very humorous, so there'll be a lot of laughter. But it's great to see the characters out of their comfort zone, because half of the characters go to France, and then the other half, the house is invaded by this cast and crew, which kind of puts everybody in a bit of a spin. So I think it's really fun seeing the characters in such a different light.
It's a great film, it really is. I know everyone will love it. Thank you so much. Enjoy your premiere, Hugh Dancy and Michelle Dockery.
Thank you.
But it was something. You can't erase me, all the memories, you can change them. Oh, where did I go? It's right in your hands, then suddenly go on. Nobody knows where it disappeared.
Live on Facebook, say hi. Want to say hi to the fans live on Facebook. So I'm so excited to see you. So few fan questions for you. So in the trailer, Violet Grantham tells Lady Mary the world should think of her as a dragon. What does that mean?
Yes, I think that in this situation, she needs to be tough, and it's quite a big invasion. This cast and crew coming into the house, so she's giving her granddaughter a little warning. You need to be formidable.
Speaking of newbies in the house, first impression driving up to Highclere Castle and that shot of this house that were so famous.
Somewhat mind-blowing and as cinematic as it looks in the movies. I mean, amazing. Incredible house.
And what's it like now? I believe we were in the late 1920s. What's that like filming something set in that period of time?
Well, the costumes are absolutely glorious. I love that period, and change is sort of upon them all. So it's partly why the film is called A New Era. There are shifts happening, and it's interesting sort of seeing each character sort of adapt to those changes.
And they're in that kind of glow of they've really got through and past the First World War, and frankly, they don't know what's coming yet.
Yeah.
So it's a very nice moment in time.
And our fan, Memories of Downton, wants to know, what do you love most about Mary, and do you consider yourself similar to her?
Is that a question for me?
Both of you.
You first.
I love her sort of stoicism and strength. I think she's a tough cookie, and I love her clothes. I think as much as the audience do.
And then, last question for both of you. Vacation, Highclere Castle or villa in Paris?
I'd like to have gone to a villa in France.
I mean,
wouldn't you?
Sorry,
Look,
France,
come on.
not Paris. France.
Villa in France, if it needs saying, yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to leave, bye. Thank you so much for stopping by with the fans.
Thanks very much.
Michelle.